Hi, welcome to Driving TV and I hope you are well. In this video, I'd like to share when you are reversing in a straight line and you want to straighten up, maybe after a parking, or maybe you are just reversing and then you need to straighten up when you are reversing and the car is not going in a straight line. It's either going to the left and then going to the right, and then you get confused how to correct that. So this video is all about how to correct if the car is not going in a straight line when you are reversing, or maybe you've gone too close to the pavement, and then how do you correct? Do you reverse and correct, or do you go forward and correct? So in this video, I'd like to share basically two things. When you're reversing in a straight line and you want to straighten up and the car is not straightening up, maybe because you are confused with the steering, or it's just not happening. It's either going too much on the left or too much on the right, or you've gone too much to the pavement and now if you go any further you're going to hit the pavement. How do you correct that? So these are the two things I'd like to share in this video. First, I will explain and then I will show you how it's done in practice. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and let's start the lesson. Okay, so two things I like to explain in this video. One is you are reversing backwards and your car is gone too much out. How do you correct? And the other one is you are reversing and the car is gone too much into the pavement. How do you correct? So let's talk about first one. This is our car and we are going backwards and the car is gone too much out. And now we realize the car is gone too much out from the pavement. How do you correct that? So many learners in the beginning, they steer left and then steer right and the car is going all over the place. And the reason, because they don't have a method. If you have a method and if you know what you're doing, it's quite easy to get it straight. But if you don't, then you're just going to go all over the place. Now, first you need to understand our car is gone out, which means we need to come in. For you need to come in and to get the car straight, which way do you steer? That's the first thing you need to know. Which way do you steer for you to come into the pavement? So that's the first thing. The answer is, for you to come in, you need to steer left because the back needs to come left, so you steer left. What you need to understand is whichever way you want to take the back, that's the way you steer. So if you need to come in to the pavement, you steer in, meaning you steer left. And if you need to go out, because the car is going in, you steer right to go out. So in this case, we need to come in, which means we need to steer left. Now the question is, how much left? Now the way I say is, imagine this is your steering, like a clock face. Imagine that's a clock. Okay, this will be 12 o'clock, this will be 6 o'clock. Okay, for you need to come in from this position, I say steer half an hour towards left, 30 minutes towards left steering, which will make your car start to come in. So you start to come in until near to the pavement. Don't go too much, near to the pavement, close to the pavement, around 18 inches, then you stop. Okay, now with that 30 minutes you made your car go into the pavement, the back is in but your front is still out, which means you need to get the front in now. Okay, so this 30 minutes made your car go into the pavement. When you reach this point, take 30 minutes back and then from that point do 30 minutes the other way. Okay, for the front to come in. Okay, so this 30 minutes made your car go in, the back went in. Now for the front to come in, do 30 minutes the other way. And then you wait until the car is straight, because this 30 minutes will make your car go straight. Once the car is straight, you just take 30 minutes back where it was and it just goes straight back. Okay, and this technique will always work. Now the question is 30 minutes always the answer? Not really, because depending on the gap, normally 30 minutes is fine. If the gap is too big, you could do 1 hour and 1 hour. And if the gap is smaller than this, you could do 15 minutes, then 15, then 15 back. But normally, average space for you to close the gap, 30 minutes is good. Now this time, you're going backwards, but you have gone too close to the pavement. Okay? You have gone too close. Now, you looked at the side mirror and you see that your car is too close to the pavement. Now, if the car is too close to the pavement, for you to correct that, you could steer right, but because you're too close, you're not going to be able to make it. The car will still need some space for it to go straight, which means by the time you do the correction, you will hit the pavement. Okay? So if you go too close, instead of going backwards and correct, my advice is stop where you are, go to first gear and go straight, level the car or straighten the car up, and then go to reverse again and go backwards. Okay? So just repeat, if you go too close to the pavement, instead of correcting going backwards because of the gap is too narrow, you're not going to be able to make it, stop where you are, go to first gear, do a full check and go forward once the car is straight, and then you go straight back. I hope this helps. Now let's look at that in practice on the road. Many learners in the beginning, the main problem they face is to keep the car in a straight line. They either go too much on the left and then go too much on the right, and then they find difficult how to correct that. So the best way to do that is, say you are going back, just an example. So you are looking around. And you looked at the back and you looked at the mirror, and now the car is, say, gone too much out. So it's now too much out. So what do you do now? Okay, so your car is gone too much out, which means you have to go in. Okay, now for you to go in with the steering, what do? You steer in. So the best way to correct that and to close the gap is to steer left 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay, so steer left because we are going left. 30 minutes towards left, and then we look around and then we go back. And then we go back until we see back is gone closer to the pavement. We need to go around this much, around close to the pavement. This much. So once we've gone close, the back is gone in, but the front is gone out. So what do we do now? So we did 30 minutes towards left, so the back went in. Now we need to get the front in. So we take the wheel back where it was and then do 30 minutes towards the other way. So what this will do, this will bring your front in. Okay, so we go back and we look, because we don't want to hit the pavement now, do we? We look at the back mainly, and once the car is straight, look at the front. Now the car is straight, so what do? We take 30 minutes back. And then look at the back and go back, and now the car is perfectly in. Now what if we've gone too much close to the pavement? So say this time we are going and the car is gone too much to the pavement, and it looks, if we go any further, we're going to hit the pavement. This much, around close to the pavement. So what is the best solution for that? So if you think the car has gone too much to the pavement and it's gone too much, which means you don't have enough space for you to correct by doing the steering. So if you steer right, the car will go right, but because you're very close, you're not going to be able to make it. You're still going to hit the pavement. So if you think you're too close and you're going to hit the pavement, so the best solution for that is stop. Okay, stop the car, handbrake on, go to first gear, and then look around and you go forward And then once the car is nice lined up with the pavement, you stop, handbrake on, reverse gear, and then you go back. Okay, so if you think you've gone too much close to the pavement, then stop, handbrake on, first gear, look all around, go forward, do the correction, make the car straight, and then reverse and go backwards. And that's the best solution I could give you. Okay, that's it for today, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give a thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And please do make a comment what you think of the video, and hope to see you again on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.